Ladies and gentlemen, from a rather cold Vancouver area and a presentation nowhere near as polished as Mr. Melisand's, welcome to round one of the GT3 Proxy. A few comments just to start. I may have misled you with expectations in terms of quick lap times today. I'm actually qualifying on the green lane, which is probably about 0.3 of a second slower than the red. The other issue is that it is cold here. Yes, we're warming things up, but I'm struggling to get the tires warmed up and struggling for grip. But everybody would be subject to the same concerns. So I'm going to run more laps than usual, so this is going to be a long session. And as mentioned, we'll be running in the reverse order from the best qualifying times in round 0. And without much further ado, let's get at it. The honor as the first car to be run on this track for the 2021 Proxy goes to Bark. And let's see, I'll have to try and get... Oh, it's going to be all but impossible with a light to see much of anything over here, but you have seen the cars, so I'm not going to be too concerned with that. Today we're just going to be running laps. And I actually hope that this is working, and I've not sent out the link. Yes, kan jy vir my 'n guns doen asseblief? Kan jy op my rekenaar gou-gou 'n password check? Okay, die unlock password is selfs as jou 'n blik oop, maar met 1. Okay. Gaan na notes toe. Nou, daar moet vir slot, kyk onder, dis alfabeties. Is daar slotkaart vorm? Okay, nie soos gleufblad, hoofletter G, hoofletter B en uitroepteken. Okay, dat ek gou kyk. Ja, hang net gou aan. Okay, ek is in, dankie. Bye. Okay guys, so I've sent out the link belatedly, sorry for being late, and I don't know if anybody's watching. To start off with, it's cold here in Vancouver, and tires are taking a long time to warm up, so I'm going to run more laps than what I would normally have done, but let's see how it goes. Also, just in terms of expectation of lap times, I'm running on a fairly slower lane for qualifying, so the lap times will be probably about 0.4 seconds slower than what I've been mentioning at the best. But let's see how it goes. And first up, it'll be impossible to see, there's no light over here, but you've seen the car before, it's bark. So let's not let sleeping dogs lie, let's get them barking. And who let the dogs out, and we'll see how it goes. And just an apology, I have nowhere the fancy excellent setup that that Rob had. So this is the simple version. Yes, sorry, ek het dit nou net verander na dinges toe. Ja, kan jy dit nou sien? Okay. Pragtig. So here we go. Okay. Thanks. Cheers. Boy, oh boy, I'm doing it the hard way today. Chris has just informed me that I had it on private so nobody could see it. Hopefully anybody that tunes in now, guys, it is now public. And I'm going to say the same thing for the third time now. It's cold here, and tires are struggling to warm up. I'm going to run more laps than usual. So yeah, we'll just have to bear with me. The other thing is that I'm running in a slower lane, probably about 0.4 seconds slower than the lane that I've been doing my best laps on. So I may have given false expectations for lap times, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, nowhere near as polished a presentation as Rob, but hopefully I'll get better in time. Also, the lighting is poor. I can show you Bark's car. It was going to be the first one, but you're probably not going to see anything because the light is too poor. But without further ado, we're already about half an hour behind schedule. I'll make that 14 minutes. Let's go. difficult section of the track, this. Surprisingly tricky.
.64 8.40 8.19 8.19 8.23 8.24 8.20 8.24 8.26 8.29 8.15 9.09 16.35 8.50 8.21 8.34 8.17 8.20
Sorry about that, Bart. Oh, and we've just lost the screw. Okay, we've lost the screw out of the car. I wasn't getting any better lap times in the end. The car does have a bit of a hop and a skip and a jump. It's a little bit chattery and hoppy, so a little bit difficult to drive. A best of 7.944. And next up will be Austin. And my long distance producer, Chris Truig, is just F1 fan, has just sent me a text to say that it looks like everything working okay on the live stream. Thank goodness. Very quick car. Nice.
7.94 8.07 7.90 7.91 7.78, 7.80, 7.83, 7.72, 7.64, 7.76, 7.78, 7.69, 7.66, 7.79, 7.73, 8.09, 7.89,
Okay, I do believe that is
8.75,
Austin with a 7.638. Smooth, but very little brakes and very powerful motor, which makes it a little bit tricky to drive. And next up, GT6 Scott. With surprisingly number 6. And guys, I'm going to be running the cars until I feel that I'm not getting any more improvement, just because the tires seem to be struggling to warm up in the cold. Very smooth, quiet.
8.41,
A little bit of sliding. That might be because of the cold tires.
7.78,
Very nice drive.
7.71, 7.48, 7.53, 7.58, 7.50,
Very nice car. Could do with a little bit more grip, but
7.56,
safe and easy to drive.
7.49, 7.39, 7.39, 7.39, 7.36, 7.46, 7.34, 7.39, 7.36, 7.39, 7.35, 7.43, 7.53, 7.43,
Very nice car. It'll race well. It's smooth, it's quiet, it's easy to drive, it's predictable. It has a bit more slide than what might be ideal, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Well done, Scott, and that is a 7335. Next up, number 34, Arleog. Guys, I'm not going to show you the cars anymore because that seems to be pointless because of the poor quality of the light there where we're at. You've seen the cars a couple of times now with Rob's videos, so I'll skip that. A very pretty blue Maserati.
8.57. 8.55.
Right, I do believe we found its niche. Very nice. It's just on right-hand corners it seems to want to chatter and let go a little bit unexpectedly. But very nice car. Goes very well, very quick. And that is a 7347. Next we have number 17, DMN 17. A Hooters Corvette. Very tidy looking. Looks as if the chassis has been painted. One of Chris Walker's hallmarks I always find is his chassis are painted flat black and look extraordinary. DMN 17. Very smooth.
7.70. 7.30. 7.22. 7.20.
Very predictable.
7.23. 7.25. 7.30. 7.35. 7.23. 7.31. 7.23. 7.15. 7.21. 7.27. 7.31. 7.22. 7.12. 7.15. 7.08. 7.13. 7.10.
Oh, very nice car.
8.87.
708, that is very nice. Very predictable, very smooth. And you can throw it around. Don't throw it around as much as I did that one corner, but other than that. And next, down in California, Dennis gas car nut number 44. The house with a bamboo door. Dennis's chassis, of course, are always a work of art. Ooh, we have, well, it doesn't help me showing it, but I will have to show it, take a photograph and show it elsewhere. Yeah, maybe this camera would, there's a big fat hole in the left-hand tire. Okay. This looks not good. There is a smaller mark in the right tire as well. It looks like a typical NSR splitting on the seam. Dennis, I'll take a photograph of it, a decent photograph, and I'll send it to you so you can see what it looks like. A typical gorgeous Sanson chassis. Lots of get up and go.
7.95.
Some chattering, which is unusual for a Dennis.
7.85. 7.63.
Very little rolling resistance.
9.48. 7.56. 7.57. 7.41. 7.49. 7.40. 7.25. 7.34. 7.36. 7.41. 7.97. 7.45. 7.43. 7.39. 7.42. 7.32. 7.30. 7.46. 7.28. 8.95.
The chatter is a concern with this car. Together with a lot of power and not a lot of that much braking, it needs a very careful hand. It's a little bit of a challenge to drive, to get the best out of it, but got better and better towards the end. 7.250. Next, number 5, redliner. Chris, this lint roller that you sent along, I pretty much almost failed the test to figure out how on earth to get the next clean section of it. It's very tricky. Number 5, redliner. Very smooth.
9.01.
To start.
Seven point four two.
Very easy car to drive.
7.30. 7.27. 7.20. 7.19. 7.21. 7.07. 7.12. 7.08.
A little bit tempting to overdrive. Got to be careful of that.
7.22. 7.24. 7.17. 7.17. 7.14. 7.09. 7.16. 7.11. 7.12. 7.10. 7.18.
Very nice. And I believe the quickest so far. This should race very well. .071. Number next, 74, CJ74. A nice sky blue NSR chassis. Very smooth, very quiet. Has an inch of catch,
7.90.
but very quick in a straight line.
7.76. 9.04. 7.78. 7.39. 7.36. 7.36. 7.34. 7.39. 7.28.
Very forgiving.
7.44. 7.28. 7.32. 7.75. 7.40. 7.33. 7.35. 7.34. 7.32.
Just lacks a little bit of grip, ultimate grip.
8.63.
Otherwise, very quick, very smooth, and nice to drive. And a 7.275. Next up, number 24, Lance. A very visible Maserati. And it has red dot tires on the back. Assuming that has something to do with the testing that Lance did to identify his best set. Also, well, a tiny mark in the tire, but nothing of concern. Lance. Lots of power.
7.72. 7.36. 7.39. 7.25. 7.25. 7.22. 7.24. 7.24.
Very nice, short, a little bit short of grip, but easy to drive and forgiving. I seem to be saying that a lot about the cars. These cars, just by the way, guys, it's just incredibly good. So a 7.183 for Lance. Dodge Farmer. With a name like that, I would have expected a GT3 tractor. Are there GT3 tractors? Didn't think so. Wow, shiny tires. And also a hole in the middle of the one, just a spot in the middle of the one, actually both tires. Looks like a puncture. Loose strand on the braid. Alrighty. Very good grip. Very good grip.
7.81.
Not the fastest, but
7.24.
very stuck down.
.65.
Very nice drive.
7.24. 7.27. 7.22. 7.12. 7.20. 7.14. 7.09. 7.10. 7.17. 7.08. 7.11. 7.20. 7.11. 7.15. 7.16. 7.30. 7.22.
Brooks seems to be going away in
7.16.
and then I go to turn it faster back again in my poor driving.
7.92.
Very nice. Planted, very smooth. Again, an easy car to drive. Second fastest so far at 7.077. And next up, 888 TV. A very nice orange Audi. With a 3D printed chassis. See,
9.81.
totally planted. Very smooth, very nice ride.
7.18. 7.09. 7.06. 7.09. 7.03. 7.01. 7.01. 7.03. 7.00. 7.06. 7.04.
Oh, sorry, Steve. I don't know what I did there. It was pretty stupid.
.56. 7.31. 7.12. 7.04. 7.13. 7.06. 7.13. 7.29. 7.11.
Very, very nice car, Steve. It's very smooth, very predictable, handles very well, even with the wing being a little bit out of kilter. Really lovely car. I was surprised I didn't get into the 6.9s. Okay, now we can, next up is my car. Now we'll be able to get a benchmark compared to what lap times were on the other lane in warmer conditions.
7.74. 7.34. 7.17. 7.14. 7.14. 7.05. 7.04. 7.06. 7.14. 7.15. 7.17. 7.20. 7.20. 7.13. 7.09. 7.15. 7.25. 7.19. 7.09. 7.18. 7.47.
Okay, so that's about 0.4, over 0.4 seconds slower than my best time on the red line. That's just to give an indication. 0.040. Number 46, lead foot. A black stealth Lamborghini. Oh, blankets.
7.39. 7.04.
I believe our first sub 7-second time.
7.11. 7.05. 7.03. 7.09. 7.01. 7.02. 7.01. 6.98.
There we go.
7.04. 6.91. 6.91. 6.94. 6.94. 6.96. 7.06. 6.91. 6.93. 7.22.
Very quick, very nice. This will definitely do very well in the race itself. It's very easy to drive, very quick. Handles very well indeed. 6.906. Number 99, Big Dog. That's quite the guide there. Very long, not that deep, but very long. And now, Chris, you can start laughing again because I'm going to attempt... I actually found the start. Go figure. I learned. Big Dog. Very quick, very smooth, very quiet. And very much without a front axle. Alrighty. This is oh boy. This does not look like an easy fix.
Finding spare parts?
Yeah, we're live, just a warning. Okay guys, we have a mechanical failure to communicate. And this is not a quick fix because it is an independently rotating front axle, I think, was the intent. And there's a spacer that is now missing in action. I'll run a few laps with it just to feel what it's like without a front axle, but it's not something I can fix in the short term over here. How about that? I found the spacer standing on the copper tape. Okay guys, so I'm gonna run some laps and just see how it goes, but this is not fair or representative. I'll have to have a word with Rob about where we go with this.
147.30. 7.52. 7.37. 7.24.
Let's slide it. Very
7.08. 7.09. 6.88. 6.90. 6.91. 6.88. 6.82.
We'll need to start the wheels anyway.
6.85. 6.77. 6.77. 6.80.
Okay guys, I'm going to call it a day on this one.
8.32.
Very quick, very smooth, handles well, lots of power, but whisper quiet, very nice. Would it be better or worse with a front axle? I don't know. And then the former champion in the form of camber. Camber with his interesting chassis and very shiny wheels. Lots of movement on the pod here. It's one has to be gentle when cleaning the tires. Very quick.
7.51. 7.39.
Let loose though.
7.30. 7.27. 7.18. 7.14. 7.22. 7.25. 7.25. 7.21. 7.26. 7.20. 7.25. 7.37. 7.33. 7.39. 7.38.
Unfortunately, just too loose. Lots of get up and go, but just slides too much. 7.137. And Fast Company, number 3. Last year Steve's car handled incredibly well. It was just a little bit down on power. So I'm curious to see what this year's incarnation is going to be like. Fast Company. Ready to drop again?
7.72. 7.26. 7.37. 7.36. 7.26. 7.09. 7.05. 7.00. 7.05. 6.99. 7.04. 7.06. 7.05. 7.04. 7.01. 7.04. 7.10. 7.40. 7.11. 7.07. 7.09.
Very nice, Steve. Nice and quick at 6.988. And next up, number 79, Jimmy Slots. Very pretty paint job, very good looking car. And very interesting looking chassis. Jimmy slots. Very nice start. Wow.
7.14. 7.05. 7.03. 6.91. 6.86. 6.94. 6.84. 6.88. 6.83. 6.94. 6.95. 6.94. 6.87. 6.92. 6.94. 6.90. 6.83. 7.23. 7.04. 7.02. 10.03.
Very, very nice, very quick, very easy to drive. Excellent car. And clearly very quick at 6.829. And number 211, Courtney. I thought it's a 911, but apparently according to the number, it's a 211. Thunderslot. Thunderslots do well on this track normally, so we should expect great things. Another very long guy, 4.5, not depth.
7.51. 7.53.
Because it's so loose, it's challenging to get a quick lap out of it.
7.64. 7.45. 7.49. 7.48. 7.71.
Okay, surprisingly loose. Lots of power, quick in a straight line, just tons of power all over the show, but just too slippery and too hard to drive. And next up, Audi 1. Really fat tires on this one. If it wasn't for the motor part, they might have almost met in the middle. Oops.
Eight point four eight. 7.95. 7.47. 7.26. 7.15. 7.11. 7.01.
But it improved a lot when the tires started getting a bit of heat.
7.12.
Very nice, very pleasant to drive.
6.99. 6.95. 6.88.
This has gotten dramatically better from the first.
6.89. 6.88. 6.86. 6.86. 6.88. 6.87. 6.84. 6.83. 6.84. 6.93.
Lovely car. As I say, to start off, there was a hesitation in the motor as well, which was a bit odd, but very slidey. And then as the tires picked up some heat, it just became, it's just beautiful. 6.831. And on to number 63, Harold. Green Mini with a red chassis. Top qualifier, I believe, if I recall correctly. Very nice hand.
7.18. 7.07. 7.14. 7.07. 7.06. 7.03. 7.01. 6.99. 6.99. 6.97.
Oops. This is a surprisingly tricky little part of the track. It is very hard on cars. So sorry, Arnold. It's the little twist just before you get to the corner tends to unsettle cars very often. Sorry, that's the car has a fair chunk of power, but that's no excuse for me deslotting it. That was me, not the car. Very quick, very smooth. On that one corner, as I said, there's a slight change of direction ahead of the corner. Change of direction in front of the corner, yeah, right. But the braking area is not straight, it's curved. And that tends to unsettle many cars. And they the combination of the bit of the curve and the braking tends to pitch them out. Now my good local friend Chris, F1 fan. Always builds nice cars. I know he was not happy with this year's entry. That of course is in part because of his high standard. But we will see what we will see. Right, very nice and smooth.
7.33.
Bit of sliding.
7.12. 7.01. 7.03. 7.02. 6.93. 6.93. 6.90. 6.87. 6.87. 6.86. 6.81. 6.78. 6.81. 6.82. 7.01. 6.88. 6.90. 6.91. 6.93.
Very nice. It's smooth, it's quick, it handles well. It also started off like Audi 1's car, Alan's car, a little bit slidey, but it, as the tires warmed up, it got better. And then it started, I perhaps overdrove it. Tires got a little bit loss of grip there, but very, very quick. 6.775. And number 37, Slot Racing Hawaii. Hawaii? However we're supposed to pronounce that, sorry. Lovely, polished, wide tires on this Mercedes. Very nice. Very quick car. This is going to be quick.
7.45. 6.83, 6.83, 6.75, 6.74, 6.76, 6.74,
Oh, sorry to cut. Oh, I got out of my rhythm. Sorry to cut. This car is better than what I am by a fair margin. Oops.
.06, 7.03, 6.98, 6.91, 6.92, 6.95, 6.88, 6.89, 6.93, 6.95, 7.00, 6.99,
I assume you've gone over it.
7.00, 7.14,
Very, very nice, very, very quick, very forgiving. Great car. 6.735. Quickest lap so far. And then also from that neck of the woods, aloha. Hi Neil. Trust you guys are doing well down south. Typical immaculately prepared aloha car. Yellow dot tires. I don't know, in F1 what does that signify? Yellow and red, and yellow and blue. Dave, you'd have to share your coding system with us at some stage. And we're now into the top 5. Lovely car. A little bit blue smoke.
7.29, 7.20, 6.95, 6.93, 6.92, 6.92, 6.88, 6.91, 6.86, 6.95, 7.11, 7.43, 7.20,
I think I picked up some marbles on the tires.
7.25,
Yeah, that was...
8.61,
Sorry Dale, I slid wide on that one corner too much and I think it picked up some crud on the tires. So the last couple of laps were not representative. Lovely car. Lovely car. And then our fearless leader of the Proxy, in more ways than one, Rob, number 10. Go Daddy, is this Danica driving it, Rob? Very smooth.
7.68, 7.16,
Very easy to drive.
7.08,
Great example of
6.98,
how sport cars are supposed to be. But then again, this whole Proxy is like this.
6.97, 6.92, 6.92, 6.90, 6.87, 6.85, 6.86, 6.84, 6.80, 6.85, 6.86, 6.90, 6 plane page 8. 6 plane page 3. 6 plane 9-3. 6 plane 9-7.
Lovely. The cars in this Proxy are just at a different level. It's depressing for regular people. $6.803. Antonio of Brumos fame, number 33. Wow, what a surprise. Only kidding, Tony. Reminds me of the movie in the, what was it, the 70s? Silver Dream Racer? That's what Tony does. Silver racers that run like a dream. Excellent tires again. Very nice, Tony. A little bit slidey for some reason. Very pretty wheels. Not sure why the slidingness. And then all the way from Toronto, Chris Walker, who always builds immaculately beautiful cars. Last year sometime Chris told me that he believes the angle winder scale auto pod is pretty much the best in the business. And he's putting his money where his mouth is with a angle winder, but with a short can motor in it. Watch the power.
7.14. 7.04. 6.99. 6.83. 6.88. 6.92. 6.91. 6.89. 6.85. 6.86. 6.83. 6.86. 6.86. 6.89. 6.87. 6.83. 6.83. 7.00.
I think that's
10.29.
some of the most laps that I've turned with a car consistently within a couple of hundredths of each other. Very nice. Just great car to drive. Guys, your cars are obscenely good. I think I hate you all. 6.830. And then the final race of this day. Leon with Darius embarrassed us completely in last year's TT. But I forgive you, Leon. Beautiful tires again. And I think the thing that stands out for me with all these cars is just the attention to detail. Not very many cars are completely out of the ordinary. It's just what is done exquisitely.
Wow. 6.82. 6.73. 6.66. 6.62. 6.63. 6.61. 6.57. 6.58. 6.60. 6.59. 6.60. 6.56.
Oh, sorry,
6.84. 6.58. 6.54.
Sorry, that's my run on that.
7.05. 6.62. 6.50. 6.53.
I don't know about this car. Wow. I'm not often at a loss for words, but I don't know what you did and how you did it, but I believe we'll have to disqualify this car because it is too fast. You're not allowed to go this fast on this track in this lane. Holy cow. 6.496. I don't know. Guys, this has been a total blast. Same as always in this Proxy, it is just one phenomenal car after the other. It just blows my mind. I mean, it really just blows my mind. I will go home now and catch my breath, and then Perry and I will be back here on Saturday, the good Lord willing, and we'll do it just all over again. Thanks, guys. It's been a hoot, and it's just been a privilege and a pleasure to drive